Subscribe for more. Full episodes released Wednesdays.
Would you tell our listeners what hyperbaric oxygen does for them or does for the body?
Yeah. So let's imagine that when we breathe, our body relies on breathing in oxygen, okay, to get it to the mitochondria of the cells. Okay. That's the little engine of the cell that produces energy, okay, in order to function. Now, there's only 21% oxygen in air. And when we breathe that in, that binds with red blood cells to hemoglobin. And most of us have those red blood cells between 98 and 99% saturated. Let's imagine we have a challenge in our body that actually needs more oxygen than what we can deliver. For example, injuries, inflammation, brain injuries, trauma, concussion, dementia, strokes, and so many more. What we call these things, these would be, let's say, micro injuries inside our body, or major ones. Different to other things that we could do in our health, where let's say I need to get fit. Well, I've got a choice. I just go to the gym and I train more, I move more. I might have had a sedentary lifestyle. I can change that. Let's say that part of what I need is to improve my diet. Great. I have control of that, or take a supplement, or be less stressed out, improve sleep, etc. I can't go unless I do some breath work and get a little bit more oxygen into the cells. I can't saturate those cells with more than 100% because they're already basically saturated. But with hyperbaric oxygen therapy, you're in a chamber under pressure, and that pressure helps get a huge amount of oxygen into the plasma. Now, the plasma is the liquid portion of the blood that takes those red blood cells all around the body. And in this way, we are able to get more oxygen to the mitochondria. It actually increases the efficiency and also the number of mitochondria in the cells. So each cell with more energy produced by the mitochondria helps that organ do its job better. So let's say that liver needs to detox better. It can do that better. Let's say the brain's had an injury. Well, incredibly, after about 10 sessions at 1.5 atmospheres in the chamber, you get neurogenesis, the creation of new neurons, or the creation of new blood vessels called angiogenesis. What else do we get? We get the stimulation of stem cells because they're created predominantly in the bone marrow. And the pressure helps, after about 5 to 8 sessions, get a significant number of stem cells out. So incredible. I've gone into this journey with myself and then observe with my clients, because I have a chamber at home, and diversity of problems that are recovering positively due to the fact that we can get oxygen in that chamber, okay, to areas of the body that have been relatively hypoxic, meaning that there's less oxygen there. And that's incredible. If we're looking at, let's take it back to the basic step. Let's look at the fact that we can go weeks without food, sometimes months. Yeah, it's important, but we can go a long time without it. Water, around 6 days. We can go without drinking water before we pass. Oxygen's about 3 to 6 minutes. It's so important. And think about supply, because we're chiropractors. The brain needs to communicate with every cell and organ of the body. Hey, if we don't have nerve supply, our heart will stop functioning immediately.
Yes.
When we're putting these things into perspective, what it helps is people understand that, hey, you make sure that oxygen is getting to where it needs to get to. Compensate events in the past or lifestyle choices that might have compromised that. You look up nervous system, and correct those blockages that are there, whether you know it or not. You look after your diet. Okay, give yourself the best diet possible, whole foods, no rocket science there. Try and stay away from the toxins. Get good sleep, look after your stress, and hydrate well. The pillars of health are there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. If you've enjoyed this podcast, would you please rate it, review it, like, or subscribe? You can find me on social media at watchyourwellness.com, Dr. Stephanie Wattier on Instagram, or Watch Your Wellness Chiropractic and Massage on Facebook. And I'm so curious where your next conversation will take you.